right, we are live. If I am the mad lad responsible for ratioing PETA on the podcast page with the picture of steak.
Yeah. Oh, hang on a second. Victor, take over from here.
Oh, all right.
Hey, now you're an all-star.
All right. And yes, we are including the word chicanery in the title.
Well, I mean, we do deal with a lot of chicanery.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think anyone here has taken a shit through a sunroof yet.
Thank fuck that hasn't
Hey,
happened.
We're gonna start off with commenting on PragerU vids, and then we'll move to some more conservative PETA since you all loved the last episode of it.
I mean, it's just pure pure brain rot, and not the good type of brain rot that makes you see funny war criminals.
Yeah, if you want good brain rot, just go to r/CodeGeass. Yeah.
I wasn't referencing that, Victor. I was referencing something else.
Well, there is a good amount of high quality brain rot in r/CodeGeass as well, though.
I was talking about people actually going to neo-Nazi rallies.
Oh shit.
Hasn't happened yet. I'm just saying it's going to happen eventually.
Give me another minute, guys.
Leave it to you two to mention Code Geass.
Look, I wasn't going for it. Victor did it though.
I know.
You mentioned fictional war criminals, and to be fair,
well, I was referring to real life war criminals, and this. I don't want to explain TNL lore to you today.
Okay, in other news, I found out there's a fan-written script, alternate ending of Saul Gone, which is the final episode, where they replace Mike Ehrmantraut's name with a finger. They also add a good amount of ghost characters. Wait, what?
Ghosts?
I'm going to read this on my own time because...
if it rivals the hate crime fan fiction and sure, why would you write this and why is it good? I will be impressed. But yeah, PragerU joke.
Urine and feces. That's right. Urine and feces. That's classic.
I want mommy. I want milk.
Okay,
I fucking hate the fact that for a fucking PragerU video.
But honestly, I think that PragerU, one of their videos that isn't talked about as much as the conservative guide to surviving college, even though the answer is actually quite simple.
Don't go.
Well, but you can be a conservative, you can be a liberal in the streets and a conservative in the tweet sheets. Okay.
I fucking hate that.
Just do what I do. Love to argue. Never back down.
Based.
Start if violence. Ask me my views on, let's say, a particular issue, I'll do it. Like I stated my view that Social Security will likely run out for most people, if not all of us in our
I don't even think that's controversial at this point. I think even liberals agree with that view.
Like that regard, because someone asked me, do you think that your Social Security card would be a part of your real ID? I said no, because it would be too much of a security risk if someone stole someone's wallet and then got access to their Social Security number just because they had their ID on them. Too much of a liability. Because it's projected to run out sometime in 2030. If they're lucky, it'll run out in 2040 or so, but I won't be eligible until 2067, which I don't even know if I'll be alive then. Yeah, I ain't getting any of it.
Yay.
Who needs to retire? Any retirement is for nerds.
Just work yourself to death.
No, like, what are you supposed
Oh,
to do in
shit.
retirement? Just not woke? Just sit there and die?
Photosynthesize like SpongeBob in that one episode.
Okay, the chicanery cut starts out serious, but then it cuts to Chuck basically revealed that he faked his own death, and then it's
Yes, I faked it all, and now I'm going
my
to.
death was. You see, my death was greatly exaggerated.
I thought you said desk.
Well, my death was great. You know, I got
Okay, I'm back, guys.
Right.
I'm sorry. The
It's
pizza-
fine. We were talking about stupid
The
shit.
pizza came as soon as the stream started.
Are you going to fail?
Okay, that's a good one.
Domino's
You
did a
wanna
little
show the first
trolling.
PragerU vid?
Like, fuck, I couldn't even introduce myself.
Oh, well,
Well, I guess we can do it now. I'm Declan. I'm the guy who says stupid shit on Twitter and Reddit.
I'm Victor, the currently locked out of his account owned shit poster behind ratioing pita with a picture of steak.
I'm Buckley. I work for the CIA, but good luck trying to find me.
That is a very real possibility.
No, you work for the Female Body Inspection Agency.
Oh yeah, obviously.
That too. We all work for that secretly.
Yeah, of course. Oh yeah, has anyone else seen Cobra Kai? Well, basically, when when Johnny and his son go to Mexico, they right before they start their big road trip to find Miguel. Long story, they go out and get snacks, like some souvenirs, and one of the souvenirs is a shirt that says FBI on one side and Female Body Inspector on the other. And later, they actually get confused for being with the actual FBI, despite their shirt or in the back clearly saying Female Body Inspector.
Which, I'm pretty sure that could be illegal, impersonating an officer.
It's well, it's set in Mexico, so I don't know.
Fair point. They would probably just be confused why your LARPing is an FBI agent.
Honestly, if there was a FBI female body.
Hey, I'll be right back. I want to swap devices. My headphones are annoying me now.
All right. So let's go to the which video should we start with? Conservative Guide to Survival, what happened to the arts video, or something else?
The guide one.
All right, let's go with the Conservative Guide.
Dennis Prager's Declassified University Survival Guide.
College survival.
University college. You get the point.
Okay, it's it's this one.
Just that photo of him.
If you're not making $158,000
Shut up,
per
ad.
year, but you'd like to, I strongly
That sounds like a scam, to be honest.
Imagine not having premium.
Imagine not using ad blocker. Imagine not just sitting down and watching the
You can't
ads.
use ad block on a phone, so
He's using his laptop, but let's start the video.
As a professor at a major American university, I am well aware of higher education's liberal bias. I also know the unique challenges that college students with conservative views face. If you're one of those students, here are 7 ways you can turn those challenges into opportunities for learning and growth.
Here we go.
All right. And let's go by
One.
point and dissect
Face
it.
reality. The reality is that at most colleges and universities, the leftist worldview is the norm. Everything else is considered a deviation. This is certainly the case in the humanities and social sciences. Even the hard sciences and professional majors like business have been influenced, although thus far at least, to a much lesser degree. Simply being aware of this ideological imbalance is a big step forward. It will help you think critically about what you're being taught. 2.
Wait.
Honestly,
I
that's
don't
just not bad
disagree
advice in general.
Entirely, because I think you should think critically of what's being taught regardless, and also realize that if you're not at least a Democrat, you're going to be an ideological minority. But I actually think it's more fun to be a contrarian. In my econ class, it's very clear It's a bit different because my professor is essentially a Friedmanite who's a fan of Adam Smith and the Chicago School, but not more radical than, let's say, Ludwig von Mises. By the way, happy birthday, Mises, if you're watching this.
From beyond the grave.
Yeah.
Imagine if Ludwig von Mises is like, you know what, let's go watch libertarian podcasts.
Yeah. Yeah, him and his ghost buddies. I mean, what else?
Can you imagine just Mises, Hayek, Murray Rothbard, they're just in heaven right now, just watching libertarian podcasts. Oh. Well, anyway, let's go to the second point.
Seek out allies. The easiest way to do this is to identify the non-left and conservative groups and clubs on campus and to join some of them. We all need allies. We all need friends with whom we can talk freely. Plus,
Okay. Well, okay, he might have a point here, but his Young America's Foundation, Turning Point USA.
Oh.
Yeah, and then just generic college Republicans. Here's the thing, though. I think it's good to make like-minded friends, but I wouldn't necessarily say you should seek out an echo chamber. Instead, more.
It's good to make friends in general, I would say.
Well, yeah, that's true. But despite my political views, the two clubs I go to semi-regularly are apolitical. One's a dancing club and one's an anime club. Even though I skip.
Fucking weeb.
Hey, you literally have an anime profile picture right now.
Touche.
But in any case, yeah, both clubs I go to are apolitical, but I think it's good to make friends, and if they're like-minded when it comes to politics, that's great.
Hey, it's great if they're also different than you. Like, I disagree with you guys on all of us stuff.
Exactly.
I'm here and I disagree with everyone.
Yeah, but
Who's money?
that's just I have 2 quarters.
Oh.
fellow independent thinking students can give you advice on how to navigate the politically correct obstacle course that runs through almost all college campuses, and where to find the few non-leftist faculty. They do exist.
Okay, was the sound effect really necessary?
Yes.
Yes, it was.
I mean, I know it makes sense to be there. It just feels a little weird for such a serious video.
3, avoid pointless ideological battles.
This
No,
is actually a
Not your
good point.
personal
That's
responsibility to
bad
correct
advice.
the
You
left.
want to have every pointless battle you can.
No, but I agree. You shouldn't be getting into fights with your professors over ideological things. Like one of my professors last year was a sock down, but we're still able to talk policy-wise because he was pretty sympathetic towards at least the libertarian social view, even though he was not on board with libertarian economics.
He could at least understand and rationalize the origin of libertarian
Yeah.
ideas.
Like he knew about Mises, and he even named Rothbard during one of his lectures, so he was good to chat with. And I found that I wasn't even his first libertarian student. And then I had there was another professor, my law professor, great dude, who was more of a centrist, but our shared interest in like legal stays in general, as well as his reasonable take, even though I don't agree with him on the idea that the Republicans should hold the House when Democrats control the Senate and vice versa. Just for the sake of bipartisanship, I think the quality of said reps and senators is what really matters.
Yeah, plus basically like I do notice that like my law professor has pretty left-leaning views, but they're like very mundane views. They're not basically like they're not like
Eat the rich.
yeah, not eat the rich. It's mostly basically like LGBT people, they're not
cool.
fair what they go through, stuff like that.
I don't disagree entirely.
Yeah, I know. I don't disagree entirely either.
But I'd probably disagree on, let's say, the econ side of things. But hey, that's all right. But then again, Buffy, you'd be the kind of guy who would go to an anti-war meeting just to say, "I love war, please more drone strikes."
Yes.
Not an argument.
Drone strikes are way better than any other alternative we have at the moment. Would you rather be using cluster bombs? I don't think so.
Actually, that's a
No, we should be using space lasers fundraised by
Oh yeah, of course.
Jewish space
No,
lasers
no,
funded
we
by
need
George Soros.
space lasers, all right. Yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, we're all obviously joking about this. None of us.
I wish the space laser thing was true because that is just awesome.
No, because could you imagine if let's say a billionaire was able to, let's say, put a giant laser on the moon and then just, oh, you don't like what I did? Get lasered.
What do you think happened with Nord Stream?
No, because has anyone else seen Austin Powers? Because in the second movie, I think he actually did try to weaponize the moon into a Death Star. Oh yeah, one of the actors in Austin Powers
Was the murderer.
Sorry, Arjun, we didn't see you.
Oh yeah.
Hello.
He's
Sorry,
basically
I
like a
changed
president.
my. You couldn't
Yeah, we're
see
commenting
me.
on the conservative
Sorry.
guide to surviving on camp.
Yes, I know what you're commenting to. Like, yeah.
All right.
About pointless theological bet. I mean, you probably should argue with people, obviously, but like not too much.
Yeah, and
like,
also you shouldn't pointlessly if someone's
yeah.
like we're like so stuck up on their beliefs and thinks anything against it is heresy. Don't argue with them. If you want
Yeah.
a friendly
No,
debate with
just
someone who's
just
open-minded, go ahead.
depict your enemy as a Wojak.
The only way to win.
Yes, depict your enemy as a soy jack.
Yeah.
You will win every argument through that.
You see,
Like this
Arno,
bias.
I portrayed myself as the Giga Chad in the prosecutor as the soy. I win.
Yeah.
Sounds
I'll
good
fully
to
hold up
me.
in court. Trust me, bro.
Yeah.
Imagine if that actually did work.
Oh, Saul would totally do that.
I would do it.
I
Okay,
would
let's
probably
continue.
do it as well. All right.
It's not your personal responsibility to correct the leftist bias that permeates higher education. You're not going to turn around the professor who has no patience for your conservative views, so don't try. It's fine to pose probing questions, but don't push too hard. The same goes for your fellow students who espouse leftist views. Probe, but don't push too hard. Also recognize that many left-leaning faculty are committed to an open discussion of controversial topics. Conflicts with closed-minded professors will happen less often than you might imagine.
That's a really good advice.
Yeah, like that's legitimately, and like the third point is legitimately good advice, and I'd say
Honestly,
that
this doesn't
I'd
even
say
seem
that
that bad.
even
Why
if
you-
you're a
why-
liberal, you should take that advice of not starting pointless ideological battles with the local TPUSA chapter.
This honestly doesn't seem that bad. Why is this?
They're saving up their power level. They're charging up for something really stupid.
4.
Okay.
All right, 4.
4. Stay cool. If you do mix it up with a leftist professor or fellow student, always be calm, reasonable, and respectful, even if they don't return the favor. Think of yourself as an ambassador for conservative ideas. Coming off as a hothead isn't going to help the cause. It's not easy to control your temper, especially when you're being falsely accused of being sexist, intolerant, xenophobic, bigoted, or racist.
What if you
That's
are
what you
all
have
those
to do.
things? Huh? Huh?
Then just say yes, Giga Chad.
Yeah.
Also, but I agree with the stay cool point because it goes along with 3 of not getting into heated arguments every second. But Buckley, I know, would be like, you know, fuck that. We're getting into every fight you want to.
Start screaming incoherent gibberish to own the
Just start-
libs.
To
Just
be
start
honest, I
reading
think
down the list.
basically someone else we know could use this advice.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh,
Someone
they're-
who isn't in the stream right now.
No, we're not naming any names. Their name is Chet.
Yeah.
We're talking about Jeffrey.
No, it was Chet from Cicero. The dude cheated. My wife cheated on me with him, and so what do? I took a shit through his sunroof as revenge. Because I
Truly a
hate
Sigma
guns.
move.
I'm just sorry. I love that episode of Better Call Saul. All
Your
right.
opponents will look for any excuse to dismiss you as a crazy conservative, so don't give them the chance. Remember this: The person who loses his cool often loses the debate.
That's
5.
actually just
True.
That's
True.
every infrared debate ever.
That's just
That's a good point.
That's not even groundbreaking. That's just no shit, Sherlock.
yeah, no shit,
Choose
Sherlock.
wisely. Consider a major that isn't inherently hostile to conservative ideas. The hard sciences like physics and chemistry are much less likely to be politicized, in part because the material is less subjective. In the social sciences, political science and economics tend to be more tolerant of conservative ideas, if only because a proportionally large minority of the faculty hold views that are centrist or right of center.
It is true
For
that
example,
econ
in the
professors
years I've
tend
taught
to
at
be
Penn
more
State University in
pro-union.
Harrisburg, the political science faculty have been, without exception, committed to teaching politics and policy impartially. On the other hand, gender studies, ethnic studies, and pretty much anything with the word studies after it tend to be more ideological. I would suggest steering clear of these courses your freshman year. Wait until you've had a little more experience and confidence before taking on these subjects. 6. Know your rights. If your instructor or even the administration targets you because of your beliefs, you have options. Organizations like the Foundation for Individual Rights in Education, FIRE, who fight for freedom of speech, religious liberty, and due process on college campuses can help you. You may be in an ideological minority, but you're not alone. 7.
Like, I'd say that if you're actually being persecuted for your views, yeah.
Get out of Dodge.
No, just better call Saul. Better.
Yeah, just finish up your semester and then
Get
afterwards
out of
leave.
Dodge, basically.
Yeah.
Leave that fucking college.
Leave that college, transfer out. All right, number 7.
Work hard. College faculty value hardworking, enthusiastic students, period. The easiest way to win over your leftist professor is to do your classwork in a conscientious manner. That's your way of showing respect. Many teachers will respect you in turn if you read the assigned materials, take part in class discussion, and show that you understand the key concepts. Chances are you'll do just fine.
That's good advice.
As I noted in a previous pre-university
Yeah, like this video isn't really that bad.
No, because I think it's like I wanted to comment it on though because it both has standard PragerU stuff, but also some legitimately good advice. You know what I mean?
I would say it's mostly been pretty good.
Yeah, we need to
I'd
react to
say
another
that
video.
a couple of stuff's a bit irksome, like the idea that you had to be an ambassador to conservative beliefs, for example, or that everyone, almost everyone's a leftist. But overall, it's not the worst video. From
I'm not really sure. Well, I don't know. I think a lot of people are probably just apolitical. Like,
that's true. A lot of people do, like a lot of people who aren't terminally online like us are mostly apolitical. They only care about an issue if it directly affects them, like gas prices, for example.
Yeah.
Like we need another video to react to.
Yeah.
Okay, how the liberal university.
Oh yeah.
Oh god, there's one with Tucker Carlson. Illegal immigration is about power.
Okay. Well, that's.
We could do the arts one by Dennis Prager because.
What about
let's
we
see
do
the man himself.
Let's look for something that basically that we know will probably be bad.
Yeah,
don't like
because I think this one right here is probably a good one.
All right, if we're going to do
I think I know one. I know
we
one.
need to look for a bad one.
Oh yeah, I know one that could be bad. Iraq War.
Oh shit! Oh yeah, we're gonna.
Yes.
All right, time to start us.
All right, we're gonna be starting a little chicanery next. This
even our neocon friend doesn't like the Iraq War.
Wait, you don't?
Not for the same reasons you guys don't like it. I just don't like it because it causes too much unnecessary blowback.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
I guess you're more sympathetic towards the Afghanistan war.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, the Iraq War also kind of fucked up the Afghanistan war because it put resources away from Afghanistan.
So, So, in your opinion, all the resources we spent in Iraq should have been spent in Afghanistan instead?
Yes. Especially since especially since Saddam probably could never be a threat in the Middle
So,
East
wait, you don't think
post-Gulf
the
War.
U.S. should have overthrown Saddam Hussein?
He was going to be overthrown 8 years anyway, because
Arab Spring?
yeah, that's inevitable going forward.
We got a comment.
I use rate my professor to find. That's fair. Honestly, I honestly should give a couple 5-star ratings to some professors, but there was
Yeah.
actually a really liberal professor I had the first in-class semester. But well, yeah, it's pretty clear she was very lefty. I actually use that to my advantage to push for libertarian ideas that are acceptable in leftist circles, like ending the drug war. And
Yeah,
I
yeah.
make headway on those.
Well, whatever.
Quoted Dave Smith in
Yeah.
my in my declaration of what my final project is going to do, and I got an A on that project because if you're curious what quote I used, I said our prisons are flooded with nonviolent drug offenders.
Yeah, which it's something that both libertarians and progressives
Agree on.
Yes. The other thing is, well, I definitely noticed that, I definitely noticed a lot of my professors are very liberal in college. Like, I feel like for the past actually, I guess I'll talk about this later. I don't know.
Yeah, let's go ahead and move on to this.
All right.
Yeah. Well, the reason I'm using this cover is because I was into trains at the time I started watching PragerU. So I'm just doing a little Easter egg.
Neat. I'm just watching that. I just chose this because it was the first thing that I had on my phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go ahead and continue.
The United States go to war against Iraq in 2003. The decision was controversial at the time and remains so today, but the reason was clear. Saddam Hussein, the brutal dictator of Iraq for 35 years, was the central threat to peace in the Middle East.
I would argue that it was mostly Iran, but you know.
Yeah.
Another thing is, no one's arguing that Saddam Hussein wasn't evil. He, of course, was. And Uday Hussein, I mean,
The fucker was worse.
No, holy shit, the stuff he did to people is horrific, and it will get. And since we don't have time to go over it, I would just recommend everyone look at the Count Dankula video about Uday Hussein, which is Absolute Mad Lads Uday Hussein, which goes into very
good detail about the
stuff
fuckery.
he did.
The shit.
Anyway,
With that threat removed, the Bush administration believed the establishment of a functioning democracy in Iraq would encourage the growth of democracy elsewhere in the Arab world. As democracy spread, terrorism would retreat.
Of course, we kind of knew that was flawed from the beginning because
Yeah,
Lebanon in the
because they don't-
70s was a democracy, and look how well Lebanon turned out.
Yeah,
after
because some
75.
countries just are fundamentally, in my opinion, incompatible with the Western ideals of democracy.
Or really any sort of Western modern philosophy.
Exactly. I guess maybe Israel's the exception, but oh boy, if we actually start talking about Israel, oh boy, that's an
It's effectively a Western colony in the Middle
I mean,
East.
I think Iran could effectively be a democracy down the road.
Don't people like either want to have the current system or the Shah?
Well, no, those are the two options that are realistic, but a constitutional monarchy could be done in Iran.
I have a question. If the Shah comes back to power in Iran, are they going to bring back the old Persian flag?
I don't know.
I
It's
hope
all
they do because that was
hypothetical.
far better than what they have currently.
Yeah,
Or they have the lion on the flag again?
I don't. I guess
That
This
was a
kind
good
of-
flag.
kind of is conjecture because this doesn't have anything to do with the video.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
But it is on the blood-stained life and career of Saddam Hussein that we need to concentrate in order better to understand why the United States felt forced to act in 2003.
forced to act. No, we went there by choice.
We went there by choice. We were pissed off due to 9/11, and we wanted to take our anger out on someone. It was not over weapons of mass destruction, and ultimately, all we did was basically make ourselves look like the enemy. We made ourselves look like the bad guy.
Begin with the
It says that even
Iran-Iraq
the
War.
token neocon on here hates and doesn't think the Iraq War was justified. Just saying.
I don't think it was justified. I think it was reasonable, though, like at least understandable why America did what it did.
Yeah.
Okay, let's finish.
2003. We begin with the Iran-Iraq War, which Saddam started in 1980 and which lasted until 1988.
It lasted that long? Damn.
Yeah.
Also, America gave funding to Iraq during that shit show.
Everyone gave funding to
Yeah.
Iraq.
Even the Soviets were like, yeah, we're
Actually,
gonna do
the
it.
Soviets gave more support to Iraq than the U.S. did.
Oh yeah. There was also from that thing in the Iraq War, there was a time where the U.S. accidentally shot down an Iranian civilian airliner.
Rip. Also, wasn't this during the time Reagan was selling weapons to Iran to fund a terrorist group in Central America?
Yes. Except they were anti-communist, so we all know they're justified.
You know, there's better way to smuggle money to like a group of people you're funding than to sell weapons to fucking Iran.
I guess that's the logic they chose.
Why did Reagan need to sell weapons to Iran to fund?
Also, it could have just been they didn't want Iraq to have too much power.
Well, Iran-Contra is a big story.
Yeah, let's not get into it. Let's keep our responses short.
All right.
All right.
1 million people died in the course of the decade-long struggle. And during that war, weapons of mass destruction, or WMD, especially poison gas, were used on a regular basis by both sides. Once his war with Iran ended, instead of building up his shattered nation, Saddam decided to embark on another lunatic adventure. In 1990, he tried to grab 19% of the world's oil supply by invading Kuwait. His brief annexation of Kuwait proved to be another disaster. The mother of all battles, as Saddam called it, turned out to be a 3-week rout, his Iraqi army utterly defeated by a US-led coalition. But rather than trying Saddam as a war
that's just an
criminal,
abbreviated list
America
of nations.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was basically the
It said
entire
it was a
fucking world.
decades-long conflict, but said it started in 1980 and ended in 1988. That's 8 years, not a decade.
Well, it also seems like yeah, I think we can agree that at least the first Gulf War, the 1991 Gulf War,
That was completely justified.
yeah.
Like, if you don't think it was justified, you're just objectively incorrect, buddy.
Yeah, and the thing is, we didn't even remove Saddam during that time because we knew about the consequences.
Yeah.
We didn't want Iran to have Iraq as essentially a puppet state, so we just...
Wait, Declan, you changed your PFP to an ANCAP flag.
Yes, I
It's
feel
ANCAP
bored.
Lelouch.
Yes, now use it as your profile picture for Autumn Victor.
I might when I actually get access to my damn account again.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Twitter.
buddy.
Yeah, Elon, can you? And when you get control of Twitter, actually overhaul the content moderation thing so I don't get banned every.
At least tell me what I posted. Tell me what my work was.
Exactly.
Okay, let's continue.
in the West allowed him to stay in power. This appeasement eventually led Saddam, once again, to...
Appeasement.
I wouldn't say appeasement. I would just
No.
say we know it would cause more problems. There was more we already kicked the bastard's
It was
teeth and
more
we're not going to
realist.
kill him.
It was more of a realist perspective than a appeasement perspective.
Yeah, like...
Appeasement would be letting him keep Kuwait.
Yeah, the thing is, like, the entire reason we didn't want to occupy Iraq was this was 1991. The Soviet Union still technically existed.
Well, they on its last legs with Gorbachev and all.
Well, yeah, they were, but like the thing is, they wanted to start the new Pax Americana post-Cold War on a high note, and occupying Iraq would not have been a high note.
It would have been a note, just not a good one.
Yeah.
Plus, the point wasn't to overthrow Saddam. It was supposed to just basically like
It was supposed to be over
kick him out of
WMD.
Kuwait.
It was supposed to return to the status quo.
The term weapons of mass destruction don't apply to stuff like chemical or biological.
They actually
agents.
technically
It refers
do,
to nuke.
legally speaking.
They do, legally speaking.
But when most people, when they think WMDs, they think
Yeah, that's just a problem of how we use the term.
I'd say that we should just classify weapons as either biological, or standard, or nuclear. Don't make it too complicated. Or chemical.
Okay, let's continue.
Draw entirely the wrong conclusion, and to his making yet another colossal mistake. He arrogantly believed that his Iraqi army might actually defeat the United States in a second encounter. His trump card, he believed, or at least attempted to make the world believe, was his possession of WMD, large quantities.
Okay, that's not a justification to invade Iraq.
All that means is he fucked around and he found out.
Of poison gas and, if only in his imagination, a rapidly progressing nuclear weapons development program.
Well, the suppose
No,
the Iraqi nuclear program is that they had really no chance to come up after the Israelis bombed a nuclear reactor during the Iran-Iraq war, because Israel was supporting Iran. In that irony.
Yeah,
what the fuck?
Yeah, don't give us this shit, PragerU.
No, this is actually kind of hilarious thing.
Like, no, like, we did it, but they mentioned oil, like, really briefly with Kuwait, but, yeah, the reason...
Well, it wasn't necessarily because we needed the oil, it's because of the petrodollar system. More
you guys do realize America produces basically most of its oil by itself.
Yeah.
We're not talking about that.
We have plenty of oil wells.
We're talking about the petrodollar system, which is had nothing to do with the oil on its own.
So, well, the thing is, I don't think Iraq had that much threat to the petrodollar because their exports were low. Like, insanely low exports.
Anyway, let's continue.
There was no reason to doubt that he had WMD, as he...
No reason to doubt. No reason to doubt.
Well, the thing is, they are technically right. He did have decommissioned chemical weapons, which are technically WMDs. So, in the strictest sense, they were right.
Yeah, but what they were looking for was nukes.
Yeah.
That's what they... And which is why we mentioned the whole WMD system, classification thing needs some reworking.
Yeah, I guess basically that's why people basically say the WMD thing was a lie, because it's not necessarily they were technically incorrect. It's that the WMDs they said that they were there were not there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they did not have the ability to nuke Bill, because honestly, if you tell them that a hostile country is going to nuke them, they'll be afraid.
He'd used poison gas in his war against Iran. No one, not the Germans, not the Russians, not the British, had any doubts about this. Looking back at the 12 years between the Gulf War and the Iraq War, Saddam might have been able to re-establish international credibility by complying with the 16 reasonable UN resolutions passed between November 1990 and December 1999. These resolutions simply required Saddam to, among other things, destroy all of his ballistic missiles with a range greater than 150 kilometers, stop support for terrorism internationally, and prevent terrorist organizations from operating within Iraq, and bear financial liability for damage from the Gulf War. But Saddam spent the 1990s defying and mocking America and Britain in every possible way. He attempted to shoot down Royal Air Force and US Air Force planes over the no-fly zones created to prevent him from mass slaughtering his own citizens. He corruptly profited from the UN oil for food scandal, while Iraqi children starved to death. He offered $25,000 to the families of every Palestinian suicide bomber. He harbored many of the world's leading terrorists, and he expelled UN weapons inspectors.
I mean, yeah,
By the
he
time
did
of
do all this, but like again, that's that's standard Middle Eastern dictators stuff.
That just
Yeah.
means he was an
I mean, are we
asshole.
gonna go and invade General al-Din for what he did?
Yes.
That shit was also happening in like Libya, Syria, Iran.
Yeah, we didn't declare war on Iran.
Maybe we should have.
That would
No,
have been a terrible idea.
no. We should have declared war on Saudi Arabia. They're the ones who did 9/11.
Yes.
That would also be a terrible idea.
I'm not actually being serious, but if we actually wanted to go after people responsible for 9/11, it would have been the Saudis.
Well, no, the reason we went after Afghanistan was because Afghanistan was harboring the people who did it, whereas in Saudi Arabia, they were already criminals. So why would you invade Saudi Arabia for something that criminals did?
the terrorist attack on the United States of 9/11, something for which Saddam was not responsible for or ever blamed for, any war against terror that did not involve toppling this brutal dictator, who might supply WMD to terrorists for future attacks, would have been absurd.
What?
What?
He did not fund Al Qaeda.
We later found out they did not have nuclear weapons whatsoever. No terrorist group was ever given nukes by.
And like at the time, no terrorist group actually had the infrastructure to actually use
Build an atomic
WMD.
bomb.
One group that actually did have the infrastructure to do it was actually Rikyo.
Well, they're built different.
No, but they were also just a straight up insane cult. But they after their infamous sarin gas attack, they basically all had their leaders, everyone arrested and some executed, and others just straight up disavowed. And the only people who got away from Rikyo without being prosecuted were the people that basically renounced them.
Still, had he backed down and accepted repeated United Nations resolutions, especially those requiring him to prove he had destroyed his stockpiles of WMD and had no nuclear weapons development program, there would have been no US action.
So we invaded because of the UN? What?
Well, also another thing is the UN's toothless.
But yeah, they're coward. The last time they did anything useful was during the fucking Korean War 50 years ago.
They were only useful because the Soviets couldn't block them.
That too.
Instead, he only became more bellicose. That's why some leading Democrats, such as Senators Hillary Clinton, Joe Biden, and John Kerry, voted to authorize the Second Iraq War. Only later did they recant their decisions after claiming that they'd been lied to by the administration. But there'd been no need for the Bush administration to lie.
What?
Also, another thing is they lied about it. And also another thing is I don't think anyone is giving Hillary Clinton, Joe Biden, and John Kerry a free pass for that.
And not too sure about that one, buddy.
No, because keep in mind, everyone thinks Hillary Clinton's a demon at this rate.
Yeah. No, she's a witch.
No. Don't compare her to
No. If you want to find the real reason the Iraq War is justified, just mention the fact Kazakhstan was involved.
You only know about Kazakhstan because of Borat. Let's be real.
Which is funny because in that
Borat
movie they
was
speak
pro-Iraq
Hebrew.
War, apparently.
I know,
so-
but that's the thing with every one of Sacha Baron Cohen's movies. They all speak Hebrew.
Its
No,
assessment of
but that also makes the running of the Jew scene even funnier because he's saying it in Hebrew.
threat that Saddam posed concurred with that of the Clinton administration, as well as with numerous European intelligence services. And the road to a democratic Middle East had to begin in Iraq. A vicious, mass-murdering despot who had convinced the world that he had WMD and would use them stood in the way. In the spring of 2003, that was obvious both to Republicans and many Democrats, as well as to the leadership of Britain and dozens of other nations. That's why President Bush took America to war against Iraq. I'm Andrew Roberts for Prager University.
God, I hate how they try to make Bush sound like a badass.
No. Bush, W. Bush was a dumbass.
Like Bush Sr. was a badass. Bush Jr. wasn't.
I'll push back.
Yeah,
on
oh
Bush.
yeah. Bush Senior was definitely the better Bush.
Well, Bush Sr. is only in the position he was because of Reagan's administration. And also, you need to remember, Bush Sr. only served one term in comparison to W's two.
Well, in all fairness, W had a far better opportunity to win
You
re-election.
can see the comments here.
No, I was gonna see the comments. Oh, wait, yeah, which was look. Whether the invasion was justified or not, it just shows how utterly useless the UN really is.
Based.
That's the main takeaway from that.
Yeah.
The worst part is that they made the guy seem super educated, and then a lot of people believe the info he's giving.
That's the issue with PragerU in general, in my opinion.
I love how they forgot the support USA gave to Iraq during Iraq-Iran war. Imagine actually believing this video, and I am a conservative.
What?
I am from Iraq. I was 9 years old. I was in this war. He mentioned this war. Iraq was full of American bases. The funny thing is that the Iraqi army tanks were shooting at the American
Abrams
tanks, but the
Abrams
tanks were not affected, but Iraqi tanks shell because of the stronger armor of the American tank, and the American tank throwing one missile, seeing the tank actually take weight 50 tons. It had flies to the sky as a meter, and this is the most terrifying Iraqi tanks in an army. So they decided to surrender because of the strength of American forces became prisoners. For peace, if it bombed a reactor and did not overthrow a government, it would have been better.
Yeah, that's a good point.
No, but the craziest thing is there's a bunch of conservatives just clowning on them. How many of these conservatives are probably closer to paleocons? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Most of them probably are.
Because I have mixed views on paleo.
I remember meeting a guy in War Thunder who lives in Iraqi Kurdistan.
Wait, do you want to go read the Conservapedia worst liberal movies list now, or another?
Fuck it.
I just want to look at this real quick. Let's see.
Anyone else think it's funny that Prager has a chat?
Go up. I want to see the video on what's it called? Wokeness Killed Country Music.
Where?
Up here, up there. One. Right there. Middle left.
Right here?
Yes.
Oh God. Do we really want to watch this or no?
Yes.
No.
Okay, let's watch it for like a few minutes. Just humor.
Wait, how long is this video?
It's like a few
14 minutes.
Okay, it's a bit too long.
Okay,
yeah.
Let's not watch it.
Oh,
All
damn it.
right, let's go with the Who Ruined the Arts one.
There's an old saying, man plans and God laughs.
Don't want to watch that.
Okay, to be fair though, when it comes to the defense of the Iraq War, it is still a better defense than Kevin Castley's defense.
What was his?
It's still Kevin Castley.
Because at least they.
Let's do why
Society
Martin
Shakespeare.
No, why Martin Art is so bad is a classic.
I think this is probably one we could probably agree with more.
No, I've seen it. It's one of the most mean videos of all time. Trust me.
Let's watch it.
I was thinking about that press conference that George W. Bush did.
Oh, God,
Somebody
Daily
threw
Wire.
a shoe at his head. You throw a shoe at Joe Biden, you will kill him.
The Mona
I'm pretty
Lisa.
sure he's a robot at this point, so he should probably be able to survive a shoe.
I wonder. That was like not very funny though. Like
That's just more of a sad factual statement.
Yeah, it's like
You assaulted an old man.
To be fair, at least we can appreciate that George Bush do be dodging.
Yeah, this
Like a Bloodborne player.
This reminds me when I used to watch PragerU, and then I watched Ben Shapiro every single day after school.
Oh.
Yes, I used to do that, like genuinely.
Well, in all fairness, I watched Sargon, so is that better?
Hey, I watched Sargon too.
Yeah, I never really watched Sargon.
I kind of got bored after a while.
Same.
Yeah,
Okay,
I probably had like probably 2 different near alt-right phases.
Okay, dude, let's stay on topic.
Let's start the video.
All right.
The Pietà, the girl with a pearl earring. For a score of centuries, artists enriched Western society with their works of astonishing beauty. The Night Watch, The Thinker, The Rocky Mountains. Master after master, from Leonardo to Rembrandt to Bierstadt, produced works that inspired, uplifted, and deepened us. And they did this by demanding of themselves the highest standards of excellence, improving upon the work of each previous generation of masters, and continuing to aspire to the highest quality attainable. But something happened on the way to the 20th century. The profound, the inspiring, and the beautiful were replaced by the new, the different, and the ugly. Today, the silly, the pointless, and the purely offensive are held up as the best of modern art. Michelangelo carved his David out of a rock. The Los Angeles County Museum of Art just offers us a rock. A rock. All 340 tons of it. That's how far standards have fallen.
Well, it really depends on where the rock is from and what materials it made of, because there could be
Also,
some.
I just realized something. It's the real. I mixed it up with another video, which is the one hosted by PragerU on the left ruining everything. Oh yeah, that one's good. That one's good too. So if we have time, we can do that one too.
Can we watch that one after this?
That's what I was suggesting.
All right.
When we get out of this one, or just keep continuing?
We can get out of this one if you like.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other one's more memeable. It's
what's it called?
Why
No,
the
it
left
was,
is ruining everything.
How the left ruins everything one. Wait, that came out in 2014? That one, the one right on top. This one, it is a classic.
If what I am about to tell you is true,
Prager himself.
Yeah, that's
the man himself, the man of the hour.
Yep. I just
almost every
bisexual king. Here we go.
I'm just wondering who's worse, PragerU or Gravel Institute?
Gravel is way worse.
Gravel Institute, because the man Mike Gravel I have more respect for than Dennis Prager. But the Institute, oh boy, it is.
Okay, let's continue.
Yep.
everything we most treasure, freedom, beauty, reason, the family, economic well-being, and even goodness, is in jeopardy. Who or what poses this threat? The answer is the most powerful ideology of the last 100 years, leftism.
Yes, this is the one.
What does he mean by leftism? Like seriously,
Leftism is not even an ideology; it's a political position.
Yeah, like does he mean social democracy? Does he mean communism? Does it mean like the American Democratic Party, like the Bidenites?
Honestly, he never gives a concrete answer to what exactly the left is. It's just that it's like this.
That's because the left is everything.
Not liberalism, leftism.
Okay, I think I know who he's talking about. Or is he basically trying to say that like, oh, these are not real liberals?
I think he's trying to distinguish himself from classical liberals.
No, liberals.
No. When PragerU made another video saying called the difference between liberal and left, and their version of liberal is not even. They say that no, these are the fake liberals. The real liberals, they say the real liberals are not even classical liberals. They're basically just like your 1960s Democrat or something.
Yeah, like a JFK style.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but anyway, let's continue.
Yeah.
Or, if you prefer, progressivism. Leftism.
Okay, he's
Oh, okay. That's a little.
Yeah.
Bit. It makes a little bit more sense.
But progressivism's a pretty damn broad ideology.
Yeah. Like progressivism's like a pretty broad ideology. Like
it could just be like neo-libs that want more social programs, social
or even
or straight up commies.
I have a question. He's talking about social or economic progressivism?
Maybe both.
Both.
Oh, okay. But like, yeah, because like you can have a libertarian that's socially progressive.
Well, he's not talking about that.
He's talking about basically your standard college.
Oh, okay. So basically, your standard college students.
Wait,
okay,
Declan, that is an awesome profile picture.
Yeah.
You're overestimating how smart PragerU is.
Okay.
You are.
I should quote that. You're overestimating how smart PragerU is.
Okay, here we go.
Destroys everything it touches.
Oh, here we go.
This is when the memes begin.
Yes.
Here are just a few examples. 1. The universities. Perhaps the most obvious example, one that many liberals acknowledge, is the left's near destruction of most universities as places of learning. In the words of...
I kind of like how the statue...
Everything just crumbles to ash.
Yeah.
Harvard professor Steven Pinker, an atheist and a liberal. Because of the left, quote, universities are becoming laughingstocks of intolerance, unquote. At almost every university, and now high schools and even elementary schools, students are taught to shut down, not debate, those who differ with them, and to rely on feelings rather than reason.
Is this true?
I don't.
No?
I don't particularly think so.
You know, the whole facts don't care about your feelings lib video.
Oh God.
I don't particularly think this is true. Like, yes, there is some level of an echo chamber, but I don't think this is really true. But like, I have to acknowledge that like there are way disproportionate amount of teachers that I had that are on the left.
Yeah, that's fine.
2. The arts. Throughout history, the primary purpose of art was to elevate people through beauty, artistic excellence, and emotional depth. To the left, the primary purpose of art, sculpture, and music is to shock. That's why so much contemporary art is meaningless and involves the scatological, meaning urine and feces. Yes, urine.
Yes, this is a classic.
Yes.
I wonder if this is general modernity, not like progressivism.
I mean, yeah, but we
Urine
got
and
urine and feces clip in its entirety. It is beautiful.
It is a good meme.
Urine and feces. To give one of countless examples, in 2016, the Guggenheim Museum in New York featured a pure gold working toilet, which visitors were invited to use. The name of the exhibit was America. So what?
No, but in a way, it's kind of an accurate metaphor.
That's actually kind of a flex. You can afford to make a fucking toilet out of gold.
No, that's the kind of thing Trump would do.
Yeah, that's a fucking flex.
Like, yeah,
Could
we're a
literally-
big country. We have golden toilets.
This is solid gold or gold plated?
That's the real question.
Yeah.
Answer it, Dennis. You beautiful man.
Probably gold plated just for budgetary reasons and possible functionality.
Yeah, gold is a very soft metal.
Relieve oneself on America. 3. Literature. The English department at the University of Pennsylvania replaced the portrait of the greatest English language writer who ever lived, William Shakespeare,
That's
with
debatable.
a picture of a black lesbian poet. Why? Because he was a white European male.
Also, was the poetry she actually wrote good or inspiring? I have no clue. I've never read it.
They don't even name her.
Like, could they at least name who it was?
Yeah, so I can at least look up her shit and see if it was good.
Like contemporary, what what if it's? I mean, it's probably not as good as Shakespeare, but then again,
could be at least
Shakespearean writing
interesting.
isn't. There. Here's the thing. There's this play by Shakespeare that has a very, very obviously gay pirate in it.
Well, in all fairness, canonically speaking, Juliet also would have been played by a guy during the time period.
Well, no, actually, that's just classic Shakespeareanism. It's common for all female characters to be played by men in drag.
I know. What I'm trying to say is Juliet was technically a trap.
Wait, so femboy Juliet?
Yep.
Oh shit, that's gonna live with.
Okay, let's continue.
Leftist professors have replaced the pursuit of excellence with the pursuit of diversity. 4. Late night television. In America.
What?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't really watch late night TV just because I don't have cable anymore. I straight up my PS4 connected to Netflix for the majority of my stuff these days. Hashtag not sponsored.
America, late night television shows were completely apolitical. The hosts believed their role was to entertain viewers and offer them relief and laughter after a difficult day. No longer, you cannot watch late night television if you just want to be entertained. Late night TV is now left night TV. 5.
A lot of late night TV show hosts are pretty damn lefty, but here's the thing. If you don't want to watch late night television, here's what you do. You get yourself a streaming service and you watch a good show. I personally would recommend Better Call Saul.
Or Code Geass, or Evangelion.
Okay, maybe they don't want to mindfuck after work, though.
You're going to watch Evangelion, and you are going to like it, young man.
Hey, I like the opening, so if that's anything, I'll probably watch it eventually.
Good.
Religion. The left has ruined
religion.
They ruined Jesus, guys.
Much of mainstream Protestantism and Catholicism and non-Orthodox Judaism, which are now little more than left-wing organizations with religious symbols. In many churches and synagogues, one is more likely to hear the clergy talk about political issues than about any other subject, including even the Bible. 6.
Like what church do you go to?
Okay, but if he's gonna make that argument, like criticize some of the evangelical churches that do the same thing, but for Republicans.
Yeah, like there. I'd actually argue that's more the case. Have you ever heard of a man named Kenneth Copeland by any chance?
It sounds familiar.
He's a televangelist.
Oh yeah, he made that video where he basically there was this video of him at one of his sermons. He was going like, and they say Joe Biden's president. We went that for like 5 minutes.
No, but he legitimately sounded like the Antichrist.
I am the Antichrist. I am the Antichrist.
And then like people in the crowd basically going like, oh yes, salvation.
The Antichrist will come in the form of a televangelist.
Or a chicken.
Or a chicken.
Yes, and he's saying that like, oh my God, they're ruining Protestantism. Like, is he trying to say that it's because like the mainstream Protestant branches are becoming more are becoming less conservative? Like that is true, but that's not. It's not becoming more politically liberal. Like
they're becoming less authoritarian.
Like sure, more and like especially the Anglican churches are pretty now damn accepting of gay people, especially this Episcopalian branch.
I feel like that's what he's complaining about.
Yeah, but here's the thing: if you don't want to go to an Episcopalian church,
you don't fucking go.
Exactly.
Beg it. Just get your own Bible and read it for like an hour every Sunday.
Free speech.
Free speech.
Kinda.
If there was anything virtually every American considered a bedrock value, it was freedom of speech. Yet the left is destroying even this unique American achievement. Almost half of America's young people say they believe in free speech, but not for hate speech. Yet the whole point of free speech is that it allows people to express any political or social position, including what any one of us considers hate speech. And hate speech now means any position the left differs with.
That is largely true, but the same could also be applied to the
No,
you know,
like
the
the
right.
right would get pissed off if you use the term suicide bomber instead of homicide bomber. They'll get pissed off if you simply say that, oh yeah, maybe not all trans people are evil.
You know, maybe they're not literally
Yeah,
Satan,
I know,
guys.
but I know, but like at the same time, like he's kind of not wrong in the sense that there are definitely a lot of.
Well, yeah, but it's not just the thing. Here's the thing: is that it's not just the left, basically, like that's doing this. And
yes, I know.
Like he's oversimplifying it.
Yeah,
again,
and plus,
like,
basically, it's not even basically like the most dangerous form of free speech. Is not even from the threat to free speech is not even from the college leftists. It's from the establishment in the government.
Like Lisa Arden's attacks on free speech are horrifying, and yes, she is a leftist, and yes, I think that she should be removed from office. But I don't think he's talking about people like her. Granted, this
isn't the right practically the original SJWs though?
In a lot of ways, they got pissed off at a ton of stuff. Remember,
you know, there was a time one of them blocked you for saying, "Hey guys, race mixing's okay."
Yeah, because remember, they got pissed off if they had a gay guy there. They said Pokemon was satanic, that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, and even back in the 50s, you had people calling Elvis Presley satanic.
Yeah,
which is hilarious because his dancing was even that good. It looked like he was slipping on ice.
Yeah, like, and they were basically saying, they're like, "Oh my God, this music's unholy." Like, they basically acted like they listened to basically heavy metal music from hell, but it was just like very vanilla rock and roll music from the 50s.
Just like it's kind of funny. Like I'm gonna say that like the left and like I just consider SJWs like anyone who claims to be righteous in the fight. Like so, like I say there'd be SJWs on both the left and the right.
Yeah, but I kind of think that we should have left the term SJW back in the 2010s, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
That term needs to...
I prefer the term puritanical.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go with the term Puritan.
Okay, let's finish the video.
Right. 7. Race.
Oh, God.
Race.
Dennis, no. Dennis.
I'm kind of curious where he's going to go with this, to tell you the truth, though.
America has become the least racist, multiracial society in world history. On a daily basis, Americans of every race and ethnicity get along superbly, but the left constantly poisons young minds with angry diatribes about systemic racism, microaggressions, and white privilege. 8. The Boy Scouts.
Okay, that one's...
Well, I think that the whole... I think identity politics is a plague, but let's be real. There are a lot of laws that disproportionately target minorities. Look at the war on drugs, for example. War on drugs is systemically racist.
Yes.
The real question is, was it meant to be? That's what we should be asking.
But the facts are clear on who's hurt and who benefits from the war on drugs.
But it's like, but I think it's no doubt that like a lot of these people are like trying to start. Like, a lot of these people want to start a race war. At least in like.
Let's stay on topic, Arjun.
Sorry, like.
I wouldn't even say that was off topic.
Nah, it wasn't. All right. What are they gonna say about the Boy Scouts?
All right.
The left is destroying the Boy Scouts. They're not even the Boy Scouts anymore. They're just the Scouts. The left forced them to admit girls. Here's the thing about the left. It only destroys. It doesn't build.
Wait, that's all he said about it. It's just they just let the girls in, and that's
they let the people
left.
Who have no PP in.
Okay, that was kind of dumb.
I mean, I personally don't give a shit about the Boy Scouts either way. I was never a part of it, but it's not my business. Don't give a shit.
The Boy Scouts have helped shape tens of millions of boys into independent, strong, good men. So where's the left-wing version of the Boy Scouts? It doesn't exist. There is none. 9. Male, female. In some
What? Oh God, here we
he's
go.
got
Here we go.
trans people, isn't he?
Yeah.
They ruined sex, guys. The left has ruined sex.
some ways scariest of all, the left is committed to
The scariest of all.
ending male and female as distinct categories. Children are increasingly raised not to think of themselves as a boy or a girl. Teachers are told not to refer to their students as boys or girls, just students. In New York City, parents do not have to check off male or female on their newborn's birth certificate.
Okay, I think I call bullshit on that last part, and the other part, like, oh, they're just referring to them as students, like, oh, but that's like that's not the most minor thing to complain about, to be honest.
Yeah, that's like a students. In fact, I think saying students is actually shorter, which means it's a time saver.
Yeah.
They can check off X. All this imposed gender confusion can only end up producing confused people and a confused society. So why does the left engage in so much destruction? Because it thinks America is essentially a bad country. But America is only bad compared to utopia. And the left is utopian.
Yeah, that's
I'm Dennis Prager.
That is a really, really broad statement.
No, but I do agree that a good amount of people, especially on the far left, are pretty damn utopian.
They're outright communists.
Okay, let's.
Communism is a utopian.
Socialists and communists are, but like not really most leftists, like kind of, but not.
No, like
really.
neolibs and social democrats are way more pragmatic about it.
Okay, so
Want to
so
do the
what are we doing now?
The greatest conservative movies or worst liberal movies of Conservapedia. Let's start with liberal movies.
Oh yeah. Hang on. I gotta stop sharing.
All right.
Okay.
Also, Viking Dennis. Didn't Prager say that bisexuality was the default?
Yeah, I think he did.
Actually, how about you share your screen, Victor?
All right. Let me just pull up. Oh wait, I have. Let's see. Share screen. Share screen. Window.
Oh, hi, Buckley.
Hey. Hello again.
Yeah, don't ask what happened to me.
All right. Now that I'm in this, I'm only. Let's do liberal movie.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess I showed you guys the Pokemon thing from yesterday, and it's kind of
that was
funny.
just anime.
Yeah, but it's kind of funny that like a lot of the stuff they're talking about Pokemon. There's one thing they got wrong, but like it's kind of a lot of the stuff they were talking about with Pokemon wasn't particularly wrong. It's just not really political. Like, to be honest, it's like it feels like something I would write in 2018. Like literally.
Wait, I'm just gonna go directly to worst. Yeah, because for some reason it's not showing.
It's just like it's kind of funny. The Conservapedia article on Pokemon. I feel like something I'd write when I didn't have quite a coherent worldview.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
The worst liberal movies. God, I love doing that.
Fucking liberals!
Here we go.
Well, good about great conservative films are produced every year. Hollywood continues to produce films that normalize and aggrandize immoral lifestyles and liberal bias. Here are an example: The Fifth Wave.
That movie, I from what I know, it was a young adult film produced after Hunger Games, so it's probably just shit.
Alien franchise, pro-feminist, anti-capitalist film franchise made by Ridley Scott. Wait, I mean, I know it has a female protagonist and all, but honestly, that movie is just a classic horror.
Yeah.
I've actually never seen the Alien movies.
You should see the first one at least.
Maybe.
No, all I know is that in the third one they actually mock someone who was anti-gun.
Also, let's see. There's also Beauty and the Beast.
The remake and the original for some reason.
Oh, I'm gonna get off topic
Wait,
for just one
this one-
second. I'm getting off topic for just 1 second to give you an update.
Oh.
Tropical Storm Ian becomes a hurricane again,
Oh fuck!
taking aim at the Carolinas and Georgia.
Oh shit! We have friends in North Carolina. Make sure you.
I have family in North Carolina.
Well, they're fucked.
Well, they don't live on the coast.
Okay, they're not fucked.
All right, but they'll probably have some negative side effects, like maybe like power outages. But they list Birth of a Nation on here for some reason.
My
and they're like,
favorite
it was a
leftist
racist
movie.
film, and yes, it was shown by Woodrow Wilson. So I don't fuck Woodrow Wilson with the cactus, but
No, a cactus is too fine and too kind.
Okay, in any case, Blue State, while looks like a romantic comedy, acting towards that liberalism must be established and conservatism must be abolished in America, as the main character falls with the absurd vow to move to if Bush is reelected president. Honestly, I don't blame you for doing that, even though Harper... Borat. Liberal shock jock Sacha Baron Cohen falsely portrays American conservatives as uneducated racists.
What?
That would be pissed off a shit ton of liberals too. And also it's just funny.
He just mocks everyone.
But Sacha Baron Cohen goes a step further, making a pro-Biden propaganda film, calls Donald Trump a fascist, harasses Mike Pence and Rudy Giuliani, and calls them pedos. I mean,
that's just U.S. politicians.
Let's see. Capitalism. Okay, Michael Moore. Michael
That
Moore.
one deserves to be there.
Wait. Born on the 4th of July, this radically anti-Vietnam War biographical film was produced and directed by communist sympathizer and twice exclusive Vietnam War veteran Oliver Stone. What?
Wait, no. To be fair, Stone is pretty much a communist.
Don't know much about Stone, but let's see. A Clockwork Orange. That film's a classic. I have not watched it though, but
they beat a guy to death with a giant statue of a
dick.
Yeah.
Hey, it's a classic film. We can talk about Day of the Dead, Dawn of the Dead, Zombies Are Heroes. Coming as conservatives is to kill all of the zombies. Wait.
Das Boot. It's like anti-American war film. Looks at World War II from Nazi perspective.
Das Boot is supposed to mock the Nazis.
Like, this is like saying that the dictator or Springtime for Hitler is pro-Nazi, even though it's clearly making fun of them. The dictator, a Middle Easterner, takes over America in this raunchy, vulgar comedy straining for controversy. It's just a funny film, honestly. Let's see. The Eternal Jew. Oh God.
Oh Lord, the name.
Okay, it's probably just a Nazi propaganda film. Why is it under liberal films?
The Nazis were liberal.
Everyone they don't like is a liberal.
Well, I mean, you could argue they were leftists.
Okay, Michael Moore film, fair game. Foss X Nixon. Richard Nixon already has a tarnished reputation. Heaven's Gate. Let's see. Hidden Agenda depicts the IRA as freedom fighters. I have The Hunt. Oh boy, this
and while painting the Unionists as monsters, doesn't speak highly of Margaret Thatcher either.
Well,
I mean, the Unionists were pretty much dicks.
Everyone was dicks, though. It was Ireland. No one liked the paramilitaries.
Yeah, even like the proper Irish Republican government actually, I think, even arrested some IRA members because they knew they would cause more problems.
IRA members.
I mean, I'm not defending the IRA here, but the Northern Irish government was also pretty dicks as well.
Yeah.
So,
well, let's see. Based on this Most Dangerous Game. It focused on conservatives being rounded up and hunted for sports by liberal elitists. Here's the thing, though, about the film. I watched it, and you know what the thing is?
the liberals are the bad guys in it, and conservatives are basically just the dumb victims, with the exception of one person who the main protagonist who survives and ends up killing every single one of the liberals, and then just goes back home.
Oh yeah, Bob Dole 57
One
comments.
scene was like, cigarettes in Arkansas only cost $6. You fucked up, bitch.
Yeah. Is comment down here. Doctor Strangelove isn't a left-wing film.
From what I've heard, most people say it was a good movie, anyways. So
no, like it's actually a really good satirical film, but I'd actually argue that it makes liberals look worse than conservatives.
Yeah.
Like
it's like this guy who wrote the
JFK.
list had like a pet peeve against some movies and decided
This is another Oliver Stone one. John Q. Oh, the American healthcare system is
shit.
Yeah, I'm not afraid to admit that. Let's see. Oh, wait a second.
It's not for the reasons that people make it out to be.
Oh, and then Lolita, 1997.
Yeah, that one. That I don't even know if I would consider that a liberal movie because it's something that's on my list of things I'll never fucking watch for my own safety.
Ghostbusters Through is a super right-wing libertarian film.
Yeah, that's the thing. No, the Matrix series. Oh, fuck. Where do we even begin?
Oh, God.
Wachowski brothers, as they were known at the time.
That, like, the Wachowskis are a complete shit show that I refuse to touch with a 10-foot pole.
Yeah.
Like, apparently they were strong-armed into making the fourth Matrix movie because the studio threatened to do it themselves and they didn't want the Matrix.
We need to read the Matrix thing right here.
All right.
Oh God, I'm not.
All right.
I shouldn't.
All right. A hacker discovers his world is a replica of the world as it was before a cataclysmic future event where its intelligent machines took over humanity. So he joins the resistance to end the machine's reign. Despite the salvation narrative, this film glorifies anarchism and nihilism.
Oh God.
Hinting at several times being a pro-communist, anti-American. With one scene in the first film, Thomas Anderson meets with Agent Smith, having Anderson's dossier listing Anderson hailing from FU USA. Okay, that's just funny.
That's just like a pun, a visual joke. Kind of like having Suzaki being called the Knight of Consummate.
Dating Cornell West was and also insulting Ronald Reagan. One of the worst they think Metal Gear acts. Honestly, I have not played Metal Gear. The plot is way too fucking confusion. Wait.
The movies overall had several hints at a Marxist and even a Maoist outlook. What?
Wait, what? Ben Shapiro is a victim of the fourth Matrix film that I didn't watch?
Yeah, this seems like bullshit. Like if you think it's anti-American and a liberal movie, like you need to, I don't know, Matrix. You need to fucking sit down.
All right. Do you want to read the rest of it or go on to more of the list?
Go on.
Go.
Okay, Midnight in Paris, Milk, Motorcycle Diaries, Mulan, live action. Well, the thing about the Mulan film is, it does have ties to.
And it was a crappy movie in general.
Yeah, I heard it. Okay, Naked Gun 2.5. Openly liberal sequel mocks productive businesses like the oil industry. And just take a break and watch it. It's a good movie, even though the main actor looks like Jim Gray.
Which one's a good movie?
The Naked Gun. It's a trilogy, actually.
Ben Shapiro does make a good villain.
Let's see.
Well, I mean, he already sounds like a super villain.
Okja. It's this environmental propaganda film vilifies capitalism and essentially plagiarizes the Buster-Keaton film Go West. Here's the thing about Okja. It's a film by Bong Joon-ho, all right? It's going to be anti-capitalist, of course. Anyone expecting anything different from Bong Joon-ho is lying to themselves. Also, do you know what I'm curious about is Parasite isn't on this list, but Okja is. Also, another thing, The Purge had a fifth film. It's shit. Actually isn't too bad. It's a good pleasure watch. Movies featuring gratuitous, violent, and normalization of violent, degenerate behavior. The NFFA is basically an evil Republican Party, but here's the thing. The Purge would see as bad, and two, an independent beat the NFFA in election year. Let's see, Red Joan, Reds. Oh, biographical film, The Communist, Red State. RoboCop.
What?
Okay, actually,
Isn't that movie about a cop fighting crime?
It's a robot.
No,
Robot
it's,
cop.
no. It's a cop that gets fatally wounded in a shootout out with a gang, and then his only way of being brought back was essentially as a cyborg cop. And then the film has like it's actually a bit messy.
We can rebuild him. We have the technology.
Kinda. Let's see, Star Trek.
What?
No, actually, why is it only Star Trek Into Darkness when the entire Star Trek series has stuff that arguably leans into socialism?
Yeah.
And then, okay, another Nazi propaganda film, They Live, Evil. Okay, that's actually fair, but that film's also just a good campy movie to watch. Why is Triumph of the Wormhole in this film?
The
What's
world's
with all
most
the Nazi
famous
shit
Nazi
here?
propaganda film. Even though the left denies it, the Nazis
V
were the
for
true
Vendetta.
left-wing national.
V for Vendetta? What the fuck?
Well, it does glorify anarchism. I don't know about glorifying socialism or communism, but it also says that gay people probably shouldn't be genocided against.
Glorifies homosexuality.
That isn't entirely inaccurate. But White House Down, I only really watched Olympus Has Fallen. Socially liberal live action films.
Z. What?
American Pie, Animal House, Atomic Blonde.
Avatar.
In Atomic Blonde, the main lead is
Avatar. Avatar is liberal.
It has some environmentalist messaging.
Which Avatar are we talking about? Are we talking about the show, the movie, or the unspeakable one?
The blue people one.
Okay.
Yeah,
Also, another thing is, I'm pretty sure they hit $1 billion in that film. Bad Santa 2. Why are they listening to Bad Teacher? Awful high school student is always getting high and drunk, tries to get arrested. This movie contains no morals and promotes coming out. The Big Lebowski. Honestly, I couldn't. That movie doesn't quite. Let's see.
Wait, what? The James Cameron Avatar is a communist film, so it belongs on the list. What?
Also, Blue is the Warmest Color is just pretty much talking about a lesbian relationship.
Okay, so it belongs on the list.
It's a French lesbian.
That's even worse.
I actually haven't watched the film. It won the Palme d'Or though, but honestly, it's largely been written off as Boyhood, centered on a family raised by a single mother. What? That's not even remotely true. Here's the thing. Out of the three dads, the reason his life was kind of dysfunctional was due to the fact that he didn't really have a steady father figure, even though the first one wasn't that bad. Sure, he was flawed.
The third one was also pretty good. The second one was just an asshole.
The second one was just straight up abusive. This was the first R-rated movie I ever watched back in 8th grade.
Wait, that movie was rated R?
Yeah, look. Just because of swearing and underage drinking. Well, of course, that's a natural part of being a teenager. Come on. Brokeback Mountain.
Isn't that movie about like gay cowboys?
Yeah, it's the gay cowboy movie.
Of course.
Call Me by Your Name. The Brokeback Mountain of. I have not seen that film, so I don't even know if that's true. Caligula, Captain Marvel. The
Cat in
Cat
Hat.
Okay, that movie's just a so bad it's good film.
That
all right.
that is like a should be
This-
PG. Yeah, I agree with that one.
No, but here's the thing. It is a bastardization, but here's the thing. If you get like drunk and or high before watching it,
You'll have a
really
good time.
watch.
Like Stupid
Gatsby,
Home.
another social science fiction film that bash capitalism, Clerks, just because it has a lot of swearing.
Cock. Why would you?
Cuties.
Wait, what does it say for cock?
Cuties. Okay, that movie was evil, but Dallas Buyers Club is a film why the government is bad and what's screwing over people. Django Unchained. That movie.
So wait, The Day After Tomorrow?
Was shooting. Doom. Okay, the Doom
Movie was
a
bad.
shit. And also another thing is Doom was not responsible for the Columbine shooting. Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold were just fucked up in the head. A lot of people played Doom back
Also,
in the
weren't
day.
the shooters like neo-Nazis?
More so Eric Harris. Dylan Klebold just kind of went along with it, from what I heard.
Huh.
No, but Eric Harris, oh boy.
The Fantastic Four.
Fast Times at Richmond High, drug abuse, premarital sex. It's Female Trouble. Oh, this is an atrocious movie made by the same director of Pink Flamingo, starring an overweight delinquent student known as Don Davin, played by the transvestite. Divine was just a drag queen, all right? The climate glorified. Don starts causing trouble to get famous. Like with film, here's the thing. Dawn isn't supposed to be a good person in Female Trouble. And that film's also
Hi, Mom.
hilarious, by the way. I watched part of it in class. Get Out. I haven't watched it, but oh fuck, Ghostbusters 2016.
Wasn't it the all-female one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that was well, not really political, but like
Yeah. Also,
It was just
after we
bad.
finish this, we'll probably have to wrap up the stream because I have a class in about half an hour.
Oh, you have to wrap it up now?
No, in like 15 minutes or so. I just gotta get back. I just gotta get to my class.
Okay.
But we have time for the rest. Okay, Godzilla, Good Will Hunting. It's just honestly, I heard it's good, but honestly, when I ever think of that film, I get sad because I miss Robin Williams.
R.I.P. Mad Lad.
Okay, yeah, Harold and Kumar is just a funny ass stoner film. What are you gonna expect? Jackass the movie. I mean, that's an actress synopsis. I heard the movie kids kind of messed up. Leon the Professional.
Mad Max Fury Road. Yeah.
Is that? Let's see, Maleficent, Moonlight. That's just a. I heard Moonlight was actually pretty. Natural Born Killers. Oh yeah, that film's just. It's just. Okay, it does have Parasite. And yes, as for if Walt is evil in the film, that they're just people. There aren't really any bad guys. I enjoyed it. Oh yeah. Okay, this one's hilarious. Pink Flamingos embraces horrifying people engage such acts as incest and bestiality, as well as promoting the homosexual agenda since it stars Divine and shows homosexuals in this film is toilet paper. Find that Divine literally eats shit. Okay, that actually does happen. A very graphic film, even for most liberals, shows more close-ups than any genitalia than any non-porno. No, the thing is that film's just a shock comedy. All right, it is the shock comedy, and I've seen clips. It's hilarious. The clips I've seen are hilarious. There's one scene where Divine's character just rounds up two of her enemies, and then basically he holds a kangaroo court, and then after shooting the husband, he says, "You stand convicted of assholism. Prepare to die," and then just shoots the other one to death. Let's see.
Wow, that
Resident
sounds
Evil,
surprisingly underwhelming.
anti-capitalist film.
I mean, they were shit. That's all you have to say,
I heard
guys.
the first movie was actually good. Solo, I have not seen it.
Scooby-Doo.
Well, I get it. The movie was shit, guys.
Showgirls, explicit nudity, homosexuality, Shakespeare in Love. I heard 16 Candles. That movie is hated by liberals for being extremely politically incorrect. Stonewall. I see why they hate it.
Yeah.
Super bad. Super Mario in real life. Thanks.
Wasn't that just a
That
shit?
movie sucked.
No. It's the Up in Smoke stoner film. That's yeah, it is just a stoner
Up
film.
in
Wolf of
Smoke.
Wall Street.
Up in Smoke.
That's
Oh,
just the Cheech and Chong stoner film.
Waterworld. That's if the global warming was real, and then somehow Earth has become a post-apocalyptic wasteland.
Oh my god. Really?
I'll be back. See ya.
All right,
It doesn't suggest global warming's real. Like,
But I think Waterworld was literally.
That's
I
just a
think
what if scenario.
Waterworld was meant to be a what if though. It wasn't meant to be like.
Wait, X-Men
promoting it.
franchise. Unlike the comics, were about civil rights. Liberals use the movies to further the
Homosexual agenda.
Wait, Brian Sing out. Well, there is the whole Me Too thing, but aside, here's the thing: those movies are just let's see, animated films. Beauty and the Beast G. Oh my god.
like all that words.
Brave, feminism,
Cars 2. Cars 2.
Wait. Well, okay, it's good. Well, I think the reason of doing that is because Cars 2 promotes an anti-fossil fuel agenda.
No, but here's the thing, though. That's just because their fuel is tainted and explosive or some shit.
Well,
the
no,
Emoji
okay,
Movie.
No. I think the plot, from what I remember, is that the guy in Cars 2 like made a alternative energy thing be rigged to blow to promote fossil fuels.
Yeah. Also, Food Fight. That movie's just a so bad. It's a good film.
No, Romeo and Juliet.
No.
From what I've heard, Cars 2 was pretty bad.
Wait. Garden? No. What? Lightyear described as a gay Toy Story. Didn't that movie just have like one same-sex kiss? The Little Mermaid. Just because one song's like Minions was just a mid-film. Over the Hedge. Pocahontas.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, I actually remember my Native American says the one attacking it for opposite
Yes,
reasons.
they're calling
Sausage Party.
No, slow down, stop. They're calling Pocahontas a liberal film, even though basically it was written in John Smith's perspective, which isn't even the politically correct or even the true story of Pocahontas.
Exactly.
Yeah. Not to mention that it was whitewashed with Disney so it can fit in a kids movie.
Yeah.
John Smith's account was basically like that they kidnapped him and basically and made him do like a sexual orgy or something, and Pocahontas saved him from the orgy. His account's weird.
Wait, why is specifically that Pokemon movie? Just because the villain's a businessman doesn't mean it's anti-capitalist. Also, just because someone's named Carl isn't Sausage Party. I don't know. Shark Tale. Tax the Rich. Okay, Turning Red. Rebelling against parents, and it's full of suggestive humor and themes that should have been rated PG-13. American Factory and Inconvenient. Black. Okay, these Jesus Camp.
Hail
Insight.
Satan.
Okay, yeah, documentaries, it would make sense why they'd get mad at. Anti-Christian and sacrilegious films.
Space Odyssey.
Boondock Saints. honestly, that film makes Christians look like badasses. Don't you agree? It makes them look like badasses.
I don't think I've seen Boondock Saints.
You should. It's awesome.
Antichrist. Oh, whatever. Like that wouldn't that be like pro-Christian? Like, that makes no sense.
Yeah.
Book of Mormon.
Trey Parker and Matt Stone. Let's see. Da Vinci Code, Dead Poet Society. It does not promote teen suicide. His suicide in the film was one of the most tragic moments in the film, and everyone was devastated by it. It does not glorify suicide. What the hell? Also, how dare they do this, considering the fact they mentioned Robin Williams in this?
Yeah.
Let's see. Golden Compass.
Wait. Exodus, God and Kings. What? That's supposed to be about Moses.
Let's see. Hercules. You know what's not on this list? Weirdly enough.
What?
Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Most hated woman in America. Oh, Heavenly Dog.
Monty Python.
Okay,
Noah.
Monty Python does make fun of Christianity.
Wait. Why is Noah and Exodus anti-Christian? They're Christian films.
Silent Hill. I don't know. I haven't seen Silent.
Star Trek 5, The Final Frontier. What?
Also, the Truman Show was not about President Harry Truman. It was basically a kid finding out that his entire life was a lie.
What? Wait. I've watched the Truman Show. Wait, let me see this. There's humanist propaganda about a liberal president. What? What? No! It was not about Harry Truman. What the hell? Truman must give the false world of the show Christianity. Like what?
No.
I do not remember any references to religion in that movie. The whole movie was literally just about how he's in a fake world.
Yeah, and Harry.
Okay, Victor Frankenstein. Classic consequences of.
Okay.
I just heard the movie Victor Frankenstein was bad. Also, debatably, if unliberal, 21 Jump Street.
Debatable whether liberal.
Aladdin, Aliens, Alien Resurrection, the B movie, Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh, the B movie. Yeah, that's kind of fair. I've seen it before. It does definitely have some like environmentalism.
Yeah, obvious. Yeah, I'd say that's fair. The Crow, Falling Down, Fantastic Mr. Fargo. Just because you have a woman be the hero does not make your film liberal.
Yeah.
Hunchback of Notre Dame. Oh, wow. This is a metric fuck on a text. Hunger Games. That entire film's a series about fighting out against an oppressive government.
Indiana Jones, the Iron Giant, the Iron Lady.
Well, actually, Iron Lady, I'd say it all depends on if you view her as a protagonist or villainous antagonist. Kingsman. Anti-journalist, brief nudity scene also. But here's the thing: those Christians.
Global warming.
No, here's the thing that just showed why going on extreme measures to fight climate change was bad too. Those Christians weren't a parody of Christians as a whole; they were a parody of the Westboro Baptist Church.
Yeah, and the thing is that Kingsman is more of a right-wing film, if anything.
It has open carrying. Okay, just because Harry Hart might be gay, that's the reason. Legally Blonde, Lincoln, Mulan, and Princess and the Frog.
Wait, go. It says the Lorax. Wait, go up. I want to see the one with the Lorax.
Oh, it states monarchies are wrong.
Yeah, it kind of does. I think some level of crony capitalism is implied in the Lorax.
Wait. Why are they mentioning the Passion of the Christ, considering that film was made by Mel Gibson?
Yeah.
And also,
Yeah.
were they criticized for like demonizing Jewish people too much or whatnot?
Yeah,
Well, I
like,
mean,
I
it was
think
made
the
by
Lord-
Mel
well,
Gibson.
like, hang on. What is this list? Like The Passion of Christ, Noah, and
This
Exodus.
is films that are ambiguously liberal
Yeah.
in their book.
Like
Pulp
they're not
Fiction.
liberal. Like they're Christian films. They're calling them
Yeah,
anti-Christian.
it seems like
Let's see.
it seems like the Lorax. The Lorax is weird. Like, if anything, I feel like what would happen in the Lorax would kind of happened because of no private property rights, if anything.
Oh wait, the Simpsons movie. Okay, the EPA was the bad guy in it, but also another thing is blatantly polluting is bad too. Also, another thing, why don't they mention the UBI scene? Soul Man. Okay, that movie would not play today, but I heard it's pretty funny. Star Wars. Oh, I'm not reading that.
Well, I don't think the first few Star Wars are really political. I mean, you could take it either way, but
Starship
I'm pretty sure
Troopers.
George Lucas was
Honestly, I can see the argument made.
But I think George
Starship
Lucas is kind of
Troopers.
I think George Lucas was a liberal, though. I mean, like the Democrat.
No, and Mark Hamill is a resist lib on Twitter. It's kind of sad, to be honest.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll have to wrap up the stream in about 10 minutes.
But I don't think the first three Star Wars were really political.
Team America.
It was just- okay.
That-
I think.
That film is no, that film is not pro-military. It's mocking the military.
What?
And US
Yes.
Did you honestly think America Fuck Yeah was a positive story?
No, it's not. Actually, listen. I mean, it's funny to make. It's like it sounds cool because America, but like no, it
Have
literally
you
is
actually listened to the
slavery.
lyrics?
Here's
All
how
right.
just slavery. F yeah, like it literally says it.
Okay,
This
so
is
we
like
got
porn.
through
It's
worst
like
concern.
porn. F yeah, like oh.
So we just got through the whole list. What do y'all think?
I don't know. I haven't seen any of these.
Yeah, it's just that. Honestly,
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
great as a way of both.
Yeah,
entertainment,
yeah. Well,
but also I apologize if I'm rushing. It's just that I, have a class coming up.
yeah. So
Honestly,
Yeah.
basically, I think we should. Speaking of which, I think we should end the stream on the with the fuck yeah song. How about that?
Yes, let's do that.
America.
Yes, okay. It's on Bring Up the America Fuck Yeah song.
It's cool to say though.
Yeah, let's that be their outro for this video.
Yep.
Oh, that's not it. Fuck. Hang on.
Oh my god. Wait. Oh.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
I might be back.
Okay, I got. Okay. Okay, I think I got it. If not, whatever. It's not the. You want the music video or just the music?
Either one works.
Okay. I need this. Oh shit! Hang on. Just continue what y'all were talking about.
All right.
You mind if I go off topic or no?
Sure, whatever.
So, you guys kind of hear. So the Women's March treated we're not just pro-choice. We're proudly unapologetically pro-abortion. And then the LPNH replied, "Abort yourselves."
I don't. Concerning this is a women's march, I don't disagree. But here's the thing: I think they should have tweeted out Woodrow Wilson should have been aborted. I actually think I tweeted that out a while ago.
Abort yourself. That is like, serious question, but like, should they again for the millionth time they should not be tweeting that on official accounts. Like, ugh, it's really annoying. Can't Jeremy Kaufman just tweet in his own account?
Yeah, I don't get it either.
It's like they want to be Trump.
No, but I don't think the women's march would ever ally with us. They're cringe in their own right.
Nah.
Star Trek Troopers is definitely anti-fascist. I don't know. That means it's left wing.
Wouldn't that also imply being fascist is right wing? In which case, if you think fascism is right wing, I got news for you.
I think. Well, I think maybe Italian fascism is right wing, but not National Socialism. National Socialism would probably be authoritarian centrist.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Yeah. We. Do we have time to go after the PETA thing or no?
Not really, as we have about 5 minutes before I really have to head off to my class.
Okay, I guess we'll basically
unless you want to host the stream after I leave for my class.
Yeah, I think basically Leech, we'll just we'll just end it here, guys.
All right. After all, we already have streamed for almost 2 hours, so see you next time.
All right.
Yeah, let me end it, okay?
All right.
Okay. See y'all next time.
America, fuck yeah! Coming again to save the motherfucking day, yeah, America, fuck yeah! Freedom is the only way. Terrorists, your game is through. Cause now you have to answer to America, fuck yeah! So lick my blood and suck on my bones, America, fuck yeah! What you gonna do when we come for you now? It's the dream that we all share. It's the hope for tomorrow. Fuck yeah! McDonald's, fuck yeah! Walmart, fuck yeah! Gas, fuck yeah! Baseball, fuck yeah! NFL, fuck yeah! Rock and roll, fuck yeah! The internet, fuck yeah! Slavery, fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! Starbucks, fuck yeah! Disney World, fuck yeah! Porno, fuck yeah! Naughty-O, fuck yeah! Reeboks, fuck yeah! Fake tits, fuck yeah! Sushi, fuck yeah! Taco Bell, fuck yeah! Rodeo, fuck yeah! Bed Bath & Beyond, Liberty, fuck yeah! White Slips, fuck yeah! The Alamo, fuck yeah! Band-Aids, fuck yeah! Las Vegas, fuck yeah! Christmas, fuck yeah! Immigrants, fuck yeah! Popeye, fuck yeah! Democrats, fuck yeah! Republicans, sportsmanship, books.